guys, and welcome to Watching Time. Today we're going to review one of the latest, let's say latest, yes, absolutely, because this is one of the latest Rolex Oyster Perpetual 41 millimeter. So this is the new size, obviously new model 2020, just released in October, late September, early October. I was lucky enough to be able to buy one of these. So I just wanted to give you what are my impressions, what I think about it, what I think about the color. So this is absolutely, I'm going to take the protection. This is one of the new Oyster Perpetual. I was really enthusiastic about the size. 41 millimeters, I think it's great, and it's particularly great for me, for my wrist. For me, it's the perfect size. On the other hand, it brings Oyster Perpetuals back to a, let's say, younger audience, and this is why, because this collection is actually has a lot of colors that Rolex wanted to play around with them. So actually they heard us twice when we wanted watches in which they start playing with colors. So you will find of this one in particular, one that is a Tiffany blue. You have a green, a Rolex green, very nice. The yellow, which is kind of a mustard kind of yellow, I really like that one too. And a coral red that is quite beautiful. And then you have two classics ones, the black and the blue. So this is the most classic and elegant of all, in my opinion. This silver dial, definitely it gives like a farther push to the Oyster Perpetual. If you don't want something colorful or, you know, full of joy, if you want to put it that way, like the yellow, the green, or the red one, and you want something more classic, I will definitely go for the silver one. So difference to the black and to the blue one, which are both have silver markers. This one has yellow gold markers. And the result is that apart from the beautiful sunburst silver dial, that it's classic silver, as you can see in some positions, like the one I'm showing you right now, the color reflection of the gold indexes, it actually makes it look like a champagne kind of color. So everything, all the dial becomes a little bit kind of goldish. So, and it's not, you see, when you change the light reflection and the amount of light that is shining on it, it changes with it too. And I think this is a really, really nice touch. The gold of the indexes with the Super Luminova that it's being used right now by Rolex. So this is another nice characteristic, to have all of the markers full of Lume. It's the classic Lume used on the Submariner, so it's blue and it's very bright. It's the kind of Lume that we love of Rolex, and now it's also present on this Oyster Perpetual, and I think that's great. The other biggest change that it suffered, apart from the size, is the movement. So it's a 30-30. This is the new caliber. Yes, it's much more noisier, and you can probably hear it, than the other mechanism of Rolex. Why? Because it has a bearing and it has a rotor that makes a little bit of noise. It's audible if it's near to your face, definitely. Not as audible as other movements, is much lower, but it's one of the characteristics that it's present in this new movement. So yes, it's anti-magnetic. You have the Paraflex, you have the Parachrome blue, you have a new technique that resists to bumps or anything that goes on. You have a bigger power reserve of 70 hours, but it's a little bit noisy. I would have rather had the more classical non-noisy movements, but I understand completely where it's coming from. It's something that Rolex is not selling on, so that's okay. Apart from that, the watch is beautiful. The Oyster bracelet is very nice. The closure, even if it doesn't have a security system, it's perfect and it remains in place. So it's the quality that we are used to. It's the same movement that you will find for a higher price in the Submariner Note 8 and in the other Submariners. The only change is that they have modified it slightly to include the date, obviously. So this is exactly the same that you will find in the Submariner no date. Beautiful color, beautiful size. So let's have a wrist shot. Guys, there's another video I have just put on the channel. This is, I think, probably the small brother of the Oyster Perpetual, the new Tudor Royale. Very nice watch. Also a 41 mil. So you can see size comparison side to size. Obviously, integrated bracelet makes it look bigger, but the size is the same. It's nice to have both cousins next one to the other. So let's see the 41 millimeters Oyster Perpetual in the wrist. And as I was saying, I think this is the correct size of the Oyster Perpetual, definitely for me at least. The 39 was too small. This remains higher and definitely more proportionate, at least to my wrist. So what do you think, guys? Would this piece make one for you? If so, lucky. I just wish you luck to get one of these, because they are already skyrocketing in price in the aftermarket, and it's already difficult to get one of these in the authorized dealer. Probably this is the easiest ones to get, together with the black and the blue. The color ones, it's not that easy, and they are reselling with a 30 to 40% more of the retail price already on some websites. So I hope you like this video. If you like it, please subscribe. Leave us your comments if you want to comment about it. I'm more than happy to answer. So see you next time, and until then, bye bye.